Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Coach Yoann and I am so glad you're here with me today. Today it is Friday, June 9th, 2023 and let me show you what I did day trading. Let's go! Okay guys, you should be able to see my screen here. This is SPX on a 15 minute, excuse me. And let's take a look at what I did. So I took 3 trades today. Number 1, red. Number 2, red and have a bigger red. Number 3, huge green. Let me show you what I did. So I had a level today on ES, 4,325. This is exactly how much I think we will go as high as, but I will think because we open with a huge gap that we will be feeling this much quicker. And today my bias was honestly, I had a bias coming in today, which I should not do, but I did. And I would think that we will just completely flush today because we were up and oversold on almost every single time frame. Therefore, what I did today is my first trade. When I saw that and I saw the retracement a little bit, I'm like, I'm entering to go short. Reversed on me, boom, I cut right there. This is the 15 minutes, so each candle is 15 minutes. But the first trade reversed on me all the way up here. I said to cut it, I'm like, it's not working out, it is what it is. And I did not respect my rules to wait at least 15 minutes before entering the trade. So I'm like, I take the loss. I lost 270 bucks on this. As you can tell here, I bought this one at 780. I sold it at 510. So yeah, $270. That was my first loss. Number 2, I entered over here. And then this time I think I had 3 or 4 contracts. I think I had 4. 1, 2, 3. I had 4 contracts. Actually, I had 3 contracts. And I entered over here and I started to cut because it just went against me. So here, I cut 2 and then I left 1 because I'll tell you after why. So I left 1 of those, okay? So once again, second trade now, I lost about 520 bucks, okay? Not totally because I had 1 runner left. But anyway, so because of looking at all of this and because of my bias of, I think we're gonna go short, we're gonna flush down today. We have the gap to fill on top of that, which confirmed my bias that we're eventually gonna fill that gap. And having the 43.25 on ES as a max, like my stop loss, if we hit that and we go higher, I'm out of this, which we almost did. So I was over here about to cut, but I'll explain you in a sec. I was like, because of all of this, I'm going to scale in and wait, which is stressful. But this is what happened. So after my second loss over here, I said to scale in. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna try to, catch the top here because that's not, that's hoping and that's not technical analysis. That's nothing. I have a level. I'm just gonna scale in until that level and then we'll wait. So I said to scale in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 contracts. And now I'm like, okay, we're getting very close to my target. On ES, we started to reverse, and this candle a little bit, reversed a little bit, and then went back higher, and I'm like, oh gosh, maybe I was wrong. Maybe we're gonna go higher and higher. So I was like here. We are at this point over here on ES, we are at 43.22. I'm like, I have $5 left. Sorry, 43.22. So I have $3 left before I cut. I take at this point it was probably like 2 grand down, and I'm out of this today, and that's it. So we went higher and higher and higher, and I waited patiently. I waited. And then this happened. So a huge rejection here, and then we went back higher. I'm like, oh gosh, I guess it's gonna be an uptrend all day. Maybe I was wrong. And then as we go up a little bit more, we only went up 50 cents. I was about to cut it. Suddenly, out of nowhere, this huge rejection happened. Boom. And I'm like, thank God. I guess I was right. This thing happened here. We went back up. I'm like, maybe I was not that right yet. And then boom, flush down again. There, I started to make money. And I decided to cut my, the only one trade that was not making that much money yet was the 43.05 puts that I had because we still have 43.11 here. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just cut it. So I cut that one at 480, right? I paid the last one, so 630 for it. I cut it at 480. I lost some money. So that trade at the end, when I cut it entirely, the loss was 520. Okay. Now let's talk about the cool stuff. It reversed entirely. Boom. Tried to make some money here. I was up about 300 bucks. Then reversed again. I'm like, oh gosh. And it went all the way back up. And I'm like, all right. I'm now down about 1,000 bucks. not 2,000 anymore, $1,000. I'm like, I'm just gonna cut it. If we go back and excuse me, and go even just touch it, not just pass it, just touch the top, I'm out of this thing, that's it. Retrace entirely here to the top of that candle, and then boom, that flush happened. The feeling that you have when that flush happened is just amazing, because you go from minus 1,000 to minus 800, 600, 500, 300, 200, 0, so you're not break even, and then you start 100, 200, 1,000, 1,500, 1,800, 2,000, 2,500, 2,800, 3,000, and I started to, so now at this point, I was an hour and a half in that thing. We entered that gap. I'm like, I don't care even if we flush entirely. My stop was at 43, technically 43.25 on ES. So we just touched it and went 50 cents above. I was about to cut it and we reversed it. And I wanted to cut at 4,300 if it went back my way. I was predicting because of the gap, because of my bias, because of seasonality was telling me we're gonna have a bear day today. 4,300 was what I wanted to cut. I cut the first one at 43.01, 4,300, 4,301, 4,300, 42.99, and I think the last one was, let me see, let's go on 1 minute. The last one exactly was, well, I'm not here. Here we go. Boom, let's go there. Let's see, I cut the exact 830.46. So between 830 and 41, 830 and 31. So probably around here. This one here, probably at the bottom of this one here, I would say. Oops, I just moved that. So let's move that out now that the gap has been filled entirely actually, so I can remove it. That was the purpose of this video, but I left it. But this one, I probably cut it right here, okay? And then that happened, my contract, so I cut my last contract at 13.70. So think about it, my average price on those 5 contracts were 6.70, right? About one at 5.30, 6.60, 7.20, 7.40, 7.30, average 6.70, okay? I cut the first one at 12.20, so about like legit 90% of it. 12.80 second one, 13.60, then went back up a little bit, so I decided to cut it, 12.10, and then I was like, I'm gonna leave one runner no matter what. And I'm really trying to work on myself to leave a runner. Really trying to. It's hard for me. For some reason, I'm not that good at leaving a runner on. I wanted to put a trail stop. I'm like, so I don't look at it anymore. And then I was like, once you up, like my price at the end, for the last contract, if you would have reversed completely on me, I would have lost $540, right? So I went all the way up to 3,060 with that trade, minus 540, right? That would have been about 20, let's call it just 2,500, okay? So I was like, but you know what? I'm just gonna sit and you know, and cut it. And it went, so we reversed a little bit, and I'm like, no, I'm just cutting it. I like money, and I like being right, and I'm right, and that was a very stressful trade. I'm okay with like missing out $50. $50, my friend. Those contracts right here went all the way up to 16 because we were in strength here, right? $16. I could have 13.70. I could have made another 200 and something bucks. It's fine. I'm super happy. I made 3,060 on that trade, minus 520 for my second trade, but I lost, and 270 for the first trade, but I lost, equals $2,270 in an hour and a half, right? I lost about 35% on my first trade, 30% on my 30% on my first trade of my trade itself, and then second trade was a loss of 34%. And the last trade was a win of 90, I think 90 and some change, 90% and some change, okay? So super happy, $2,270. Now, am I proud of what I did today? It took balls. I'm definitely not proud of it. That was stressful as F. I'm a scalper for the most time. I'm in and out within 35 sec, like you saw yesterday, or 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But staying an hour and a half and being very early to the game and holding it, that took balls, and that was stressful. Okay, let's be honest. I was not proud of it. But that also allowed me to try something that I've been wanting to try for the longest time, is when I know that I'm getting scalped out, when I'm being chopped up, I'm trying to say, I want to try to then don't look at it and just scale in slowly and just forget about it for an hour or so. And that's what I did. I scaled in. Honestly, I thought we will flush here, so I'm like, I want to be, you know, heavy on that. And then when we reverse, I'm like, all right, that's fine. I'm just gonna scale in and continue my last one, but I'm not adding one anymore. If we passing 43.25. I'm cutting it. We went to 43.25.5, was about to press send and then reversed entirely, and then the rest is history. So I was happy about it. But that allowed me to scale in, right? Because I got chopped up twice. Scale in. Then I didn't look at it anymore. I went upstairs, I woke up my daughter, hang out with her and all that stuff. Came back down and I saw that happen. I'm like, great, I'm cutting that one. If it's not still making money because this one was a 43.05 puts, fine, I'm cutting it. But the rest I'm leaving it on because now I'm making money on this. Then retrace, I'm like, oh, let's see what happened. I'm still cutting if we go above this, no matter what. And then boom, retrace entirely here and then flush down. Ended up super green, super happy, great day. The scaling in method is great. Having my levels is absolutely awesome because I need to respect it and follow through basically. Having the guts to scale in what is basically a counter trend trade is scary as F, but once you reverse that was great. So once again, if I will do that thing again, maybe not, because I'm trying to scale in and let my level walk. So I'm working on my patience, if I should say. But it is very stressful. If I would rather have, like I always do, 1 or 2 contract, be in and out, like boom, boom, or like I don't know. Let's say for example that I was long, like boom, boom, I'm out, or boom, boom, I'm out, right? Yes, because it's a bit more my style. But what I notice is that with my levels, I'm 90% of the time I'm right when I analyze them, and when I have them, I'm always looking at acceptance of the level, or rejection, or sideways, and I'll always look at that. And for the past 2-3 months now, I've been analyzing that pretty closely, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm right 90% of the time, which I don't care about being right. What I want to do is I don't care if I'm wrong, as long as I'm making money, right? But what I on my technical analysis, I'm most likely right. So I just want to trust myself more to respect those levels. That's why I wanted to start to scale in. Now, should I scale in starting here? Absolutely. I was way too early to the game. But is trading linear? Does it go up and then a little bit down and then higher and then down only and higher and higher and higher? Or does it go up, down, higher, up, down, up, down, up, right? It's not linear, obviously. It's not all the way up, then all the way down, then all the way back up. If not, we all know what you buy, what you sell, and it'll be done. It's not linear. And that's why I'm trying that scaling method. I was way too early to the game, like I said again. Stressful, but the result was there. I made $3,060 on that trade, eating all my losses nicely and leaving me with 22, almost, let's call it 2,300 bucks on a day. So, or actually, let's call it 2,200 because I'm putting a lot of fees with the amount of, I think I placed 18 trades today between scaling in and scaling out. So yeah, happy. Enter here, cut one here, start to scale out 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, I think over here. Super happy about it. And that's it. And then let me see what it does now. Let's go back on a 15 minute. That's the 1 minute. Oh gosh, never trade on 1 minute. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I don't trade on it. All right, so this is it. My scaling here, boom, boom. I was expecting a flush, honestly, well, we did fill that gap here, but I was expecting a big flush, to be honest with you. Yeah. Well, it's still a red day. We're not a red day anymore. We're at plus 0.25%, 24% up today. We were at minus 10% here, I think. So interesting to see if we close. I'm really curious to see if we're gonna close red or not. My bias is still we're gonna close red, but who knows? I'm happy, I'm done with the day. Stressful trade, but new method that I'm trying to scale in and work on my patience. As a coach, I'm not perfect. I'm always trying to improve myself. So, the market is changing. So should your method, should your mindset as well, in a good way, in a positive way. So that's what I'm trying to do. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry, that was quite a long video. I see you guys, have a great weekend. I see you guys Monday. And what else? Like that video, comment on that video. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. And subscribe on my YouTube channel, please. And also, if you want to go on at Coach Yoann on Instagram to follow me, or at Coach Yoann on Twitter as well. I'm trying to be way more involved on Twitter because I like it a lot. Please follow me. Thank you so much. Book your one-on-one on CoachYoann.com as well. It's free for 15 minutes. Free, F-R-E-E, free. And we can talk about mindset and fitness and all that stuff. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, guys, and be safe out there. Bye-bye.